So as you were talking, the aggregation, segmentation, which one? So it reminded me of one of the Yogi Berra sayings. He said, if you come to a fork in the road, he said, take it. So which one? We're gonna have to take the fork, but which side? What is the right direction here? Segmentation or aggregation? What's your personal choice?
My personal opinion is it depends on the account, number one, and number two, I fall somewhere in between, somewhere in the middle. I like to have enough segmentation to be able to interpret the right metrics that I need. I don't like to over segment and just be only using exact match within my account, because I'm going to be missing out on all kinds of long tail variations, one-off sales, those little algorithmic sales, get one click, one conversion. You're going to be missing out on that. If you're all exact match, you might be missing some keywords or things like that. You're not going to reach those longer tail keywords. And on the other end, to over aggregation doesn't give you the control that you need to be able to manipulate budgets and things like that at an individual product level. It also just doesn't give you that product to keyword relationship. You don't really get to investigate that too closely, because think about it. If you had one ad group with all of your products in it, this is that end of over aggregation, you don't know which product converted on which search term. You don't have that level of insight. You don't have that level of segmentation to be able to tie that product to that keyword for that cost. All of your products are going to be kind of lumped up in there. So I fall somewhere in the middle, right? Like I definitely leverage some levels of aggregation when I'm doing data analysis. But I kind of skew a little closer towards segmentation, where I have more control over different things. And, a lot of this kind of depends on how advanced of an ad manager you are. Like if you just got started and you've never launched a campaign before, maybe launching single keyword campaigns and trying to manage all of that and interpret all of that isn't necessarily the best thing for you. And maybe you should start just kind of getting your feet wet a little bit. But as you become more and more advanced, you can develop systems to kind of help manage as you get more segmented and get more refined in your targeting strategy within your account. You'll find ways to manage it. And as you're more advanced, I think you kind of move closer and closer towards segmentation without going too far.
So, there is a bit of a mindset adjustment too, because when I first, I'll say I'm a data guy. I like to look at numbers. I like to make my decisions based on what the numbers are telling me, but I'm not a PPC guy. Yeah. So in spirit, now of course, you do whatever it takes as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, whatever. So at the very beginning, going way back, when I first started to dabble in PPC, the first thing that I looked to do, that I later realized, wait a minute, this is not really going to be possible, is I wanted to know how much ultimately it cost me to sell one item of each SKU. Customer acquisition cost. It's very simple. So I want to sell this item, and I know how much it costs me to do FBA, how much it costs in Amazon commission, how much it costs to buy. Now, if I know how much it costs to acquire one order, then at least I have a pretty good idea about what to spend, except that that's not possible, right? So you can't go looking at cost SKU by SKU, because some of the campaigns don't provide that data. And frankly, life doesn't quite work that way anyway, because someone who is buying one SKU may not necessarily search that SKU, but they end up buying it, and so on and so forth.